heck of a production tonight. We'd also like to thank the Hooters girls. They're here from Hooters. We'd like to thank Universal Printing, all the workers who came out from Pullman who work out on the Intel plant. Thanks for coming by. And again, Max Steakler off the Village Inn in Las Lunas and sells discount liquor. For this matchup, the former light heavyweight champion of the world will be refereeing Mr. Bob Foster. Your judges at ringside will be Mr. Martinez, Raul Ortiz, and Mr. Walt Proud. Introducing the combatants. This will be 6 rounds in the middleweight division. First of all, in the blue corner, he came in weighing 163.5 pounds. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He'll be wearing the all-red trunks. He has a professional record of 0-1. They call him El Diablo, CECIL HAGINS. In the red corner, from Tucson, Arizona, he has a professional record of 9 wins, 0 defeats, 1 draw, 4 by the way of knockout. He weighed in at 161.5 pounds. He's wearing the all-black trunks with the white lettering. He goes by the name of JUAN MEZA.
We're all set for 6 rounds here in the super middleweight division. Your referee tonight, the Boxing Hall of Fame world champion, Bob Foster, as we have JUAN MEZA from Tucson, Arizona, here in this rematch against Albuquerque's CECIL HAGINS. MEZA won the first meeting, so this will be the rematch. CECIL HAGINS trying to get revenge on Mr. MEZA. And you see JUAN MEZA, they're ready to go. JUAN MEZA undefeated at 9-0-1. And we're underway. Round 1, you're watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour here on Community Cable Channel 27 in Albuquerque. Boxing coming to you from the Lujan Pavilion here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. CECIL HAGINS in the red trunks. A kickboxer, a boxer, a warrior. He'll get in there and mix it up with you. JUAN MEZA, the undefeated fighter out of Tucson, Arizona. And you can see HAGINS out there trying to get off to a little bit faster start this time around. He lost the first meeting, and now you see JUAN MEZA counter-punching. JUAN MEZA is a powerful counter-puncher. HAGINS will really have to watch himself in there. CECIL HAGINS, as you can see, not shy about getting in there and mixing it up. You don't have to track him down to find him. He's right there ready to go to war with you. And there you see the two exchange, and MEZA finishing that with a good left hand. There's a left hand that lands by JUAN MEZA. The heavy-handed JUAN MEZA out of Tucson, Arizona. Again, you see MEZA going to work, and HAGINS trying to counter-punch and catch him in between those big shots. JUAN MEZA throws a lot of wide punches. Maybe HAGINS can catch him with some good straight short shots inside between those wide punches, and HAGINS just coming up short with that left hook. HAGINS now back against the ropes, and now he steps forward. Oh, JUAN MEZA following that jab with a big right hand, but not connecting. CECIL HAGINS now slipping out and fires 2 hands, both coming up short. Lots of power shots being thrown here. Both of these guys will need a good chin to go the distance. Bombs being thrown, and there you see HAGINS with that right hand. And MEZA answers back with 2 of his own. Good even exchanges here. But JUAN MEZA looks a little bit more aggressive as he has Higgins backing against the ropes. There's a body shot. Now another, and Higgins slips in a left hand to the head. And there's Higgins with a nice 1-2. Mesa scores some body shots, and Higgins landed some bombs to the head of Juan Mesa. And there you see Higgins loading up and moving in. Now he has Mesa backing up, and Juan Mesa steps forward and grabs and clutches onto Higgins to stop the assault. You can see Mesa, he's not just a wild man, he's in there throwing jabs, and that ends round 1. So a good opening round, good action from both sides. Close one to score. I kind of liked Higgins' work in that first round. He landed some nice hard shots to the head. But Juan Mesa being aggressive. We'll see how the judges calculate that one as we look into the corner of Juan Mesa. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. So glad you could tune in here on Community Cable Channel 27 here in Albuquerque, and to our sister stations around the country: Grass Valley, California, Manistee, Michigan, Proctor, Minnesota, Los Alamos, Rio Rancho Cable. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I know I've left a few out, sorry, but you know who you are. Anyway, back to the action now. Round 2 underway. The rematch, Cecil Higgins in the red trunks, Juan Mesa in the black. First round was close. And there you see Higgins catching Mesa as he stepped in with a right hand. So Cecil Higgins looking a little better prepared for this one. He's been in there with Mesa before, and it looks like Higgins learned a lot from that first meeting. And there you see Higgins working with a jab right hand. And Mesa throwing the big right hand and missing. Bob Foster gets in there and takes control. Giving a little reminder to the two fighters. Hall of Famer Bob Foster, the referee tonight in this one. Again, you see Higgins now moving in, letting his hands fly. Both guys exchange jabs there. And now Mesa starts to let loose a little more with his hands. Higgins is going to have to counteract that. Going to have to stay busy. Juan Mesa now starting to get a little bit more aggressive. There you see some big body shots, and Higgins tries to step in and fight his way out. Mesa has Higgins against the ropes. Higgins must get off those ropes and out of that corner. He cannot let Mesa go to work like that. And there you see Mesa now landing some good shots, comes back with a left hand to the head. Higgins ties him up. And Mesa working with the free hands. And now he has Higgins kind of backing away a little bit, but Higgins stands his ground. Oh, there's a nice body shot by Mesa, another body shot. Juan Mesa doing some good body work. In the opening round, Higgins was successful in countering to the head, but so far not as successful. And Mesa being a little bit more aggressive now. Again, you see Juan Mesa with those body shots. Man, he's a big body puncher. Typical Mexican fighter. And now Higgins fires back though. Fast-handed combinations, and Mesa presses him. Higgins answers. This is a good even match. Both guys are exchanging. We're almost at the end of round 2. Higgins misses with that right hand. Oh, and there's that left hand to the body from Mesa. You could hear that one. Wow, the sound of that. From ringside, you could just hear it. Big body shot to end the round by Juan Mesa. Good body work by him in that second round. Professional boxing coming to you from the Lujan building here in Albuquerque. Dan Cisneros at ringside. Thanks again for joining us. You're watching the 8 Count Boxing Hour. We look into the corner of Juan Mesa. the Warrior from Tucson, Arizona. He won the first meeting. He'd like to win this one, keep his undefeated record intact. But it won't be easy tonight. Cecil Haggins looks like he's a little bit better prepared for this one. And there's the whistle. Seconds out. Round 3 underway. Set for 6, super middleweights. Cecil Haggins in the red trunks, Juan Meza in the black trunks. A good close opening round. Maybe a slight edge for Haggins, at least to my eyes, but that could have gone either way. Second round, I think Meza might have got the advantage. Lots of body punches, and you see him go right back to it. Again, Meza following the body shot with a big right hand. He has Haggins backing against the ropes. And Cecil needs to step, there he goes. Now he steps off to the left and gets out to the middle of the ring. Well, he's being pushed back again. Neither guy has been hurt in this one. There's Haggins landing a nice right hand to the jaw of Meza. Both of these guys have good solid chins. They've been taking some hard shots and no one's been hurt or going down. And there you see Haggins now digging with a left hand and comes back upstairs. Meza reaching in with that big right hand. Again, Juan Meza throwing those looping punches. There you see, and now Haggins comes up the middle and scores. But again, Meza with those heavy hands just stepping in. And Haggins firing right back. This is going to be a tough one for the judges. Both guys exchanging evenly, but the aggressive stance of Meza, pushing forward and keeping Haggins backing, that may give him the edge to some of these judges. We'll see. They shouldn't, though. It should, effective punches landed is the main criteria. But if it's close, the aggressor might get it. Now you see some big right hands from Meza. Follows it with a left. That one shakes Haggins. And Haggins backs away, but then stands his ground and comes forward. Cecil Haggins giving as good as he's getting here, firing right back at his opponent. And Juan Meza just continuing to work with those heavy hands. Oh man, Juan Meza just throwing the power shots in there, and Cecil Haggins taking and answering. This is a brawl. These guys are just inside fighting here, working inside. You see Meza continuing to throw those wide shots. But he's working with both hands, and a lot of those are getting through. And some good body punches. Haggins trying to answer back, mostly to the head. There's a chopping right hand coming up short, and Haggins makes Meza miss again. Again, Meza misses. Haggins with a little bit of head movement, making Juan Meza miss a lot of those shots to end the round. This is a good one. Thanks for joining us. Again, we look into the corner of Juan Meza as we are in between the third and fourth rounds. Boxing coming to you from the Lujan building here in Albuquerque. We hope you're enjoying the boxing action here on Albuquerque's Public Access Channel 27. Have some kickboxing coming up for you a little later on tonight's broadcast. But right now we're in the midst of a war here. Juan Meza and Cecil Haggins locked in battle here in their rematch. The first one was a war. This one is also a war. These two guys are just evenly matched. And we've got Cecil Haggins in the red trunks, Juan Meza in the black. This bout is halfway over as we are into the fourth round. Set for 6. Both guys over the middleweight limit, so this is a super middleweight bout. And again, you see Juan Meza kind of walking Higgins down, and Higgins willing to step back, and now he stands his ground and fires back, but he is in the corner. Now he slips out. Nice slip move by Cecil Higgins to get out of that corner. He needs to do it again, though. Juan Meza has him in the corner and going to work on him. See if Higgins can slip out again. Both guys trading. Both guys are eating some shots here. Both guys have good, solid chins. They're taking some punishment here. This is a grueling battle. Conditioning is going to come into play here if this continues at this pace. There was an uppercut by Meza. Higgins just ducking his head, and now he fires some shots. Lots of wide shots coming from the outside. Higgins maybe throwing a little bit straighter punches every once in a while, but he gets caught up in that war. And his mentality, he wants to go to war with Meza. And I would think Cecil Higgins would be more suited to step back and get a little space in there, shoot those straight shots, but Meza rocks him now with a right hand. Okay, Bob Foster gets in there. And it's a standing 8 count against Cecil Higgins. Bob Foster administering the standing 8 count. He felt that Higgins was hurt, and so that's going to hurt Higgins in the scoring. And let's see. Okay, they're back to action here. So a standing 8 count scored by Juan Meza. Wow, this is a close one. That could come into play in the scoring here. Now Juan Meza goes back to work. So Cecil Higgins really is going to have to get busy here and do some heavy scoring. He needs to hurt Meza. It's been a pretty even bout to this point. Juan Meza, though, is just continuing to move forward, using his strength to just wear down Cecil Higgins. And there you see a straight shot that lands to the head of Higgins. But Higgins, he's a warrior. He comes right back with punches. No running, no holding. He's firing back. Higgins standing his ground here. And that ends the 4th round. So a big round for Juan Meza as he gets the standing 8 count called against Cecil Higgins. Just as good as a knockdown. So a good round for Juan Meza. And he may be starting to pull ahead in this one. Cecil Higgins just not able to hurt the iron-chinned Meza. Just about ready to start round 5. Thanks again for joining us, everyone. I'm glad you tuned in. I'll bet you are too. This is a good one. Juan Meza and Cecil Higgins. So here we go with round 5. 2 rounds to go now. Cecil Higgins has his work cut out for him. It's been a good close battle, but that standing 8 count really makes a difference here. And Juan Meza has to start feeling a little bit more confident. He better watch it, though. Higgins has been launching the bombs, and there you see a right hand, chopping right hand, but Juan Meza, the body puncher. Oh, and there's a good left hand from Higgins, and a good right hand. Catching Meza coming in. There you see Higgins again landing a good left and then slipping out. Now some nice work from Cecil Higgins, the Albuquerque fighter in the red trunks. And Meza just goes right back to work with those body shots. Look at the body attack from Juan Meza. Again, digging to the body of Cecil Higgins. Boy, if you like body punching, Juan Meza's your man. This guy. And now Bob Foster steps in and breaks the 2. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, we're going to have a little tape repair here on the gloves of Cecil Higgins. So just when things were heating up, a little bit of a break there, but the 2 go right back to war. This has been a war, all right. Neither guy clutching or grabbing or running. These guys are fighting. Again, you see Mesa dig into the body. And Higgins fires back. He doesn't tie up Mesa. He just goes to war with him. There you see both guys exchanging with uppercuts inside. And now Higgins digging into the body, giving Mesa a taste of his own medicine. And Juan Mesa just steps forward with those big power punches, trying to walk down Cecil Higgins. Higgins obliges. He's willing to just trade right back with him. And now you see Mesa again with those body shots. As Higgins defiantly just will not tie Mesa up, he will continue to fight back. And now Bob Foster steps in. And he breaks the two. All right, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's see. Okay, Cecil Higgins lost his mouthpiece and Foster steps in, just replaces it, pops it right back in and says, get back to work. And these two, they do exactly as they're told, and they go right back to war here. That ends the 5th round, 1 to go. So this has been a wild one. Cecil Higgins losing his mouthpiece, and Bob Foster just picks it up and pops it back in and says, get back to work. So it's been a good one. Both guys have had their moments. Juan Mesa looking like he might have the edge, and I think Cecil Higgins really needs this 6th and final round big to have any chance of pulling this one out. This is the rematch, the second meeting between these two. We look into the corner of Juan Mesa. He's been forced to work hard here. Nothing easy for him. Cecil Higgins has been landing some good solid shots, but Juan Mesa, man, he's made of iron, as is Higgins. Okay, the 6th and final round, the two touch him up, and this is going to do it right here. Cecil Higgins in the red trunks, Juan Mesa in the black, and they pick up right where they left off, just throwing hooks and body shots and uppercuts, and there's Higgins landing a nice uppercut. That got the attention of Juan Mesa, but Mesa goes right back to the body, comes back to the head, and Higgins with a left hand. And Juan Mesa goes right back to the body, and here goes the mouthpiece again. And Bob Foster just patiently picks it up and pops it in, and the guys go right back to work. So Cecil Higgins has been losing the mouthpiece here, either from fatigue or just those power shots of Juan Mesa. And finally, you can see a sign of fatigue. And again, the mouthpiece falls out of the mouth of Cecil Higgins. Let's see what Bob Foster does this time. The guys keep fighting. Higgins does not have his mouthpiece. And Juan Mesa just continues to dig to the body, and Cecil Higgins answers back. The fans are just loving this action. Again, Juan Mesa digging to the body, Cecil Higgins answering. Both guys keeping their hands busy. This is an action-packed 6th round. I don't think Cecil Higgins has a mouthpiece, but he doesn't care. He's in there going to war. Both guys are just exchanging here. And now Juan Mesa gets caught with an uppercut and fires back a two-handed combination. Cecil Higgins leaning in, and he gets caught with another body shot, and that one hurt him, and now Bob Foster steps in. And let's see what I think now he's gonna, Bob Foster is talking to Cecil Higgins. He's taking a good look. Is this a standing eight? No, we're not. I'm not sure what Bob Foster is doing here. Okay, he had given the mouthpiece to Higgins' corner, found a lull in the action, and he's going to replace it now. He's going to let them continue. It would be a shame to stop this one. They've gone this far. Cecil Higgins deserves a chance, and Bob Foster gives it to him. And again, Higgins now with reckless abandon, knowing he's got to get busy here. And Juan Meza, even though Meza's falling back, he continues to fire, but Higgins just going to work. And these guys are finishing it just like they started it. In the trenches, inside. No space between these two. These guys are just going at it, trading shots now. And Bob Foster gets in there and gives them a little space. Meza now jumping in with those body shots. And Higgins tries the uppercut and misses and gets caught with a left hand. And now Higgins both guys exchanging here. Just seconds remaining in this one. It's been an action-packed fight here at Albuquerque's Lujan building, and that'll do it. The sixth and final round is over. This one goes the distance. And you talk about an action-packed bout, this is it. Wow. Cecil Higgins and Juan Meza, you can see the mutual respect they give each other. Well-deserved. The fans are happy. Good performance by both guys. It's in the hands of the judges. We'll see what they can come up with. It got pretty wild at the end there. Good action throughout. But good performance. Both guys did well. Juan Meza scoring that standing 8 count and probably having the edge, at least on our unofficial scorecard. We have Juan Meza winning this one. But we'll see what the judges come up with in this rematch. Cecil Higgins is just a pure warrior, man. That guy, he doesn't run, he doesn't clutch. You go to war with him, you better be ready to fight because he'll bring it out of you. I think Juan Meza found that out, really showing some respect for Cecil Higgins in this one. No wonder the fans love to see him in action. I know I do. So we await the final tally here. We'll go up to Mike Adams and see who won this one.
Going to the scorecard, Judge Walt Brown scores about 60 to 51. Paul Correa scores about 60 to 55. And Al Martinez scores about 60 to 53. For still undefeated, Juan Meza!
Email.